The Niger Delta Youth Employment Pathways, NDYEP, is a pilot project implemented by Payne Foundation with funding support from Ford Foundation.
The main aim of the project is to develop model pathways for youth job readiness or workforce development that provides the marginalized youths, men and women in the Niger Delta region the opportunities to secure sustainable jobs through an intensive skills development program that equips them with market-relevant skills.
The market survey and economic study for the implementation of the NDYEP program began in late 2017, while implementation began in 2018. The NDYEP project is piloted in 3 states: Rivers, Abia, and Akwa Ibom states. In the pilot phase, NDYEP provided direct vocational training and in 4 sectors of the economy, which included ICT and renewable energy, agriculture, construction, and finished leather sector.
My name is Ofo Chitachuku Charles. I'm 27 years old from Bende local government area of Abia State. I'm a graduate from Imo State University, Owerri, where I studied biochemistry. Ever since I finished my school, I've been looking for a job.
I've already heard stories about how difficult it is to get a job in Nigeria and all. So I told myself that after NYSC, what next?
NDYEP's intervention in the finished leather sector is an intensive shoemaking program to train 100 unemployed youths in Abia State to become masters of shoemaking, getting gainful and sustainable employment through shoemaking. NDYEP added the finished leather products project in Abia State in its last year of the 2-year pilot. NDYEP's intervention in the value chain recognized that most traditional skills acquisition programs have not adequately delivered sustainable results owing to the fact that they do not pay attention to what happens to the entrepreneurs they produce.
The approach being that is demand-driven, is market-led, and it's based on data.
Everything we are doing is data-driven. There is data to back that up. In terms of number, instead of being a pathway to employment, we have success stories locally and internationally.
The training was competency-based. And so, because it was that robust, it was broad. Not only technical training, but you are preparing people with those soft skills that people often say become the success factors. So not only were they trained, but they were prepared for the marketplace.
We selected people based on need, based on age. We selected people from between the ages of 16 to 30 years. We also selected people based on their interest in shoemaking as well, and if they were unemployed.
Had deliberate targets: gender, people with disability.
The Foundation for Partnership Initiatives in the Niger Delta was poised towards using effective methodologies to reach out to people using different channels and online platforms such as Facebook and several other social media. Community-based organizations were used to reach out to people at the grassroots, since these CBOs had direct links and have gained trust from the people over time. Payne utilized the youth association networks and ministries of employment using Payne's platform known as NDYEP to reach out to a vast number of young people. Payne went further to use NDYEP champions, who are basically influencers with a vast number of following, and also interfaced with the different local governments in different areas. NDYEP set out to position young trainees to take advantage of opportunities across the finished leather products sector. Therefore, the training combined computer-aided design (CAD), pattern making, stitching, effective communication skills, and access to funding for startups. NDYEP intervention in the finished leather sector is no doubt equipping the disadvantaged young people with quality market-relevant skills. The training was practice-oriented with hands-on experience. As part of the training, where the trainees were exposed to functioning business processes as an added dimension of their training.
Self-employment was beginning and gaining traction more or less as a pathway, and it's a solid pathway for young people to find work in an economy like what we have. And so we're modeling multiple pathways to employment. And so what we've seen is young people who were trained actually beginning to make those transitions from nothing to earning income.
I got to learn a lot. Like I can make footwears of my own, make for people, such as slippers, sandals.
NDYEP carried out the training by partnering with 2 local organizations like the Footwear Academy and the Clintonell Innovation Center in Abia State that has already had a stake in the leather sector.
As a partnerships initiative, we work with and through partners across all our program areas. First and foremost, we were looking at private providers, mainly some market actors, because we had the issue of sustainability at the back of our mind.
There's just one thing that PIN did that I take particular respect to, and that is collaboration. No system exists without collaboration.
What have we learned in the 2-year pilot phase? We have learned never to underestimate the importance of strong partners and transparency in the selection of partners as well as trainees. They contributed significantly to the success achieved during the NDYEP pilot. The NDYEP Finished Leather Products project revealed that there is a high demand for skill acquisition as unemployment rises in Nigeria due to COVID-19 crisis. The NDYEP approach is innovative and informed by evidence from research and analysis. The pilot will be used to develop the evidence based around approaches to tackling youth unemployment situation in the Niger Delta. Indeed, a cursory appraisal of the project shows a streak of success stories, with its intervention in the finished leather sector is no doubt equipping the disadvantaged young people with quality, market-relevant skills. As a performance-based intervention, targets have been achieved at 100%. And finally, regarding adoption and adaptation, with more states adopting the model.